Okay, hey there guys, so we're on to the second war, almost caught back up, finally, again, I don't know, this happens every single day, but, starting off here, we're going to be on path 9 again. This time though, instead of getting to use a cool and interesting champion, I get to use an old staple, everyone's favorite Quake, put it on 2 times speed for you guys. This war is up against Legion, who, they came off a war against GT in the first war, and they played very, very well, so we were definitely going in knowing we had to play well, and we'll see if we were able to execute that. And my joke that I always tell an officer, especially when I'm moving to a new alliance, like when I went to Salty and then to here to LVT, is please 7 business days before I have to Quake. And unfortunately, I was told like the day of that I'd probably have to Quake, so I started getting in a couple of thing duels that day, so I felt pretty okay. My Quakes honestly felt pretty good, even when I take long breaks from her, but again, Quake, the reason I speed it up at this point is I could probably not, but it's just there's not much to talk about when you watch a Quake fight, because the Quake strategy is just the Quake strategy every single time, but I am actually going to end the speed up here a little bit early, because right around here, I get this final concussion off. I'm like, okay, he's at 3%, I have an invul on, fight's over, and I was like, okay, taking a deep breath, and I was like, why did I think to myself, fight over? The second you think to yourself, fight over with Quake, you're just like, oh, I can relax for a second, stretch my arms, then all of a sudden you get smacked by a thing 5 times in the face. And we're not that type of channel over here, so yeah. So coming back in here with the Ascended Nimrod, this time with the Domino, there's a couple big things to notice for this node specifically, is last season Domino was a Nimrod menace, just killing Nimrods left and right. The big thing here is the power focus 1 of, right, like typically, ooh, that was actually really bad, that was really bad. If you get hit against Domino in this meta, you often just die, because she'll just always perfect stun you, pretty much. Fortunately, right here, she actually didn't get the unblockable against me with the 2 Daunted, so I just hold block on it. I definitely should have still dexed it, just like to make sure I have that habit there. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm letting my power drain take its a bit of effect, because I need to get to another SP2 without her getting to another SP1 ideally. So right there, I cut my combo a little bit short, so that way I can come in here and I would get the Relic or the SP2, and I actually get both. So then I drop in some 13k shocks, and that's going to finish her off. That fight did not go as was planned, as it should have, like in my mind. I missed a couple parries there. That was the big thing. I need to get those armors so I can get all the damage I need. But I stuck the landing there, so that's what matters, right? But that needed to be a little bit cleaner, because Domino is a very, very dangerous not for some reason. Just she's very dangerous in this global with how hard her specials can hit and all that. Coming up here to path 4 again, an old staple at this point. Voids here though, not my normal like suspects that I'll see here on path 2, or on section 2 here. But it's a Void and an Apocalypse. For this Void, obviously going to go in with Mole Man. I still have my Suicides on, so I'll take that little bit of damage at the start, going to shrug him off, and then I want to get to my Frenzy. But ideally, I want to not get to Frenzy until after his first debuff, so I don't have to worry about the timing of it. So as you're going to see here, I'm going to like start to kind of play a little bit weird. I'm going to back off, going to let the Petrify run its course, shrugs off. Now I trigger Frenzy. He gets his Daunted. I get my Frenzy though. I put on a 150 power back and a 12% damage, thinking it'd be enough because Void's health pool is big, but he's not like a super. I guess he actually is a really tanky champion now thinking about it. But I put on the 150 and it ended up okay. I'm able to dodge his SP2 pretty comfortably, I feel like. I'm saying that now, something's going to happen, so hopefully not. Coming in here to the Apocalypse fight, I'm going to switch over to tech boosts. I don't have to switch over really for the Apocalypse fight, but I'm going to be taking a mini boss that's on like hazard shift, so I definitely want to do that here. I'm absolutely burning through my power start ones right now. I've used 6 in this opening 3 wars. I've used 2 every single war, so those are going pretty quick. So we'll have to see how that continues with my usage, or else I'll have to start buying a couple of them probably. Gonna heal up Nimrod, because as I said, I have the 2 fights with him, so he's the only champion I actually have to heal this war. That's the mini boss I'm going to be taking. First mini boss here in LVT, but it's nothing that should be too challenging for an Ascended Nimrod. As long as I don't get hit when he has his Fury, I should be okay. I've done Weapon X's before, so there's nothing too big to worry about, I feel like. For this Apocalypse, there's really just there's 2 lines of thought for it. The one is I want to get to SP2 before his Power Sting, or I want to get to 10 hits after the Power Sting comes on me so I can shrug it off. But the big thing is I don't want to let him get his debuffs on me, right? That's the big thing. His SP1 is still a little bit odd to evade, same with his SP2, so there's a high chance I'd get debuffs and he could go unblockable. So with the power backs there, I'm just going to do what I did in that last war, go into a combo, throw the SP1, and SP1 finishes him off. Took 6% damage, so pretty clean fight from that. Again, it's a mutant with Nimrod. It's really just a race, not like a race against the clock, but that's pretty much what it is at the same time, right? I just, not who kills each other first, but I can just, my SP2 will just about kill, but with like the Daunted and stuff, if I ate an SP2, it would really nuke me down. It would be very, very painful. So coming in here, as I said, to the Weapon X, this node, the only thing it really has going for it is the Incinerate and Shocks, because I obviously remove Prowess, and I'm immune to ability accuracy reduction, so kind of chillin'. I was a bit hesitant about the damage over times, but I'm like, I'm just going to use my normal strategy, just parry heavy, get a lot of armors up. Once I get to my my Blitz, I'll start removing those Prowesses, so that's why I waited off right there, just so that way I could get an extra 2 armor ups from switching over from Titan, and the SP2 just is going to kill him outright, so pretty nice there. But we ended up losing this war. As you can see, it was definitely a cleaner war than last time. We knocked 4 deaths off of the count, but as I said at the beginning, Legion are having a very good start to the season, so that's really good to see from them. I'm happy that we improved ourselves though, and it looks like we should continue to improve into this 3rd war, which I'll try to get you guys out for that tomorrow. But this war is an unfortunate loss, but I'm still really happy that we showed improvement and that we're figuring things out. Obviously, it doesn't always come together the first season, when I think LVT took a little bit of a break last season, so this is kind of their first time with this global, I believe, so we're figuring things out, and I'm really happy to see the deaths are going down. 9 deaths is nothing to be upset about in this current meta for most alliances. Legion were just very, very good today, so it's what it is, but a very good match to them, and I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching this. Bye!